few reasons. For one, to show solidarity and support from the Lost Foundation of Islam to the National Action Network, and to other black people. This issue crosses our religious divide. It crosses our spiritual divide. And like the pastor just said, we got to come out of the church. We got to come out of the mosque. We got to take it to the streets. In the street, we got to take it to the street. Trayvon was a human being. We are human beings. Yes. And the reason why justice is delayed because somewhere people think we are not human beings. That's why an athlete can go to jail for conspiring to murder dogs instantaneously. But a black man is murdered and his killer is not arrested. We are not viewed as human beings. As the brother said, our people number somewhere from 30 million throughout the diaspora. And there are people being murdered not just here in America like Trayvon, but it's happening in Colombia, it's happening in Brazil, it's happening in Haiti, it's happening all over the diaspora. And we are here to say, in the home of civil rights, the home of the human rights movement here in Atlanta, Georgia, that we stand by justice. We've been involved in bringing justice for our people in the United Nations. Because what will happen is, this will happen in America, but the rest of the world will think that we are asleep. The rest of the world think that we don't care. But we've got to bring our justice, we've got to bring our issues outside to other places to let them know that we care, that we are human beings, that we are not slaves, that we are people that exist. Bring our issues to the world. We are human beings. 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 I am a human being. I am a human being. What I need for you to do before I leave, in support of Trayvon's memory, we had already planned the National Black Holocaust next Sunday, April 1st, because on April 1st, 1555, was the first English slave ship led by Captain John Hawkins, who started the first Holocaust here. And we're going to memorize all of our people, and Brother Trayvon is an example that the Holocaust is still alive. Let's not forget him and all of those people that are alive in our behalf. Thank you very much. Who will bring on next? Thank you very much. Come out to the National Black Holocaust.
Thank you, Minister Salam. Okay, last telephone number. Get your cell phones out. It's a 212. You're right, it's a 212, but it's not the White House. What I need you to do is put out area code 202 514 2000. 202 514 2000. And I just want to say something, that when you call this number, you're calling the U.S. Department of Justice, the Civil Rights Division. And I want to put it out here now. When you say, where is Obama? Obama is represented by the General Attorney, okay? The General Attorney's Office, Eric Holder, has joined the investigation with the State's Attorney down in Florida. So we're going to take this a step further. We're going to take this a step further. Not only are we asking them to help join in that investigation of Trayvon Martin's murder, So we're requesting that they investigate the Sanford Police Department for its handling of the crime against all African Americans. All right, this next speaker that I'm bringing up is a young lady from Emory University, and I'm so glad from Emory University. She's majoring in finance. Please show your appreciation for Treasure Hall.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody who invited me to this rally today. Suspicious. Leading one person to believe that another is dangerous or of questionable character. As humans, it's natural to draw conclusions about new acquaintances, unfamiliar faces, and strangers we encounter. The problem arises not from the simple assessment of others, but from the thought processes that lead to the nature of the conclusions we draw about them. The characterization of African American men as criminals who pose a threat to society was used by Southern slaveholders as justification for social control for centuries. These stereotypes have been perpetuated throughout the years in various forms, such as the media, and they still haunt us today. Trayvon Martin, like many other African American men before him, serves as an example of how racial profiling based on negative stereotypes can lead to lethal consequences. On February 26th, George Zimmerman made a phone call to the Sanford Police Department and reported that he saw Trayvon engaging in suspicious behavior. Taking matters into his own hands, Zimmerman shot and killed Trayvon, an unarmed teenager. Zimmerman claims he acted purely in self-defense. But my question to Zimmerman, to the Sanford Police, and to you who are gathered here today is this. Whom was he defending himself against? Was he defending himself against a teenager carrying a can of Arizona tea and a pack of Skittles? Or was he defending himself against a stereotype? Either way, it's problematic, especially considering the fact that Trayvon's blood-curdling cries for help, which can be heard on the 911 recording, hardly suggests that Zimmerman was being attacked. I am standing here to challenge Zimmerman to take responsibility and admit the true reason for shooting an unarmed teenager who was simply walking back to his home.
Black.
I challenge you in the audience to continue demonstrating until appropriate actions are taken regarding Zimmerman. Justice system to finally open its eyes to all of the injustices that have led to the killing of unarmed blacks. In 1999, Amadou Diallo, also unarmed, was shot at 41 times in New York.
Right.
In 2000, it was Patrick Lordsmith in New York. In 2003, Ousmane Zongo in New York. In 2004, Tim Stansberry in New York. In 2006, Sean Bell in New York. In 2009, Oscar Grant in California. And let's not forget that just last month, there was Ramarley Graham also in New York. All